Bonjour everyone, welcome to another diecast showcase. So today we are going to be checking the loose finds I have managed to gather up over the last couple weeks. A lot of thrift store finds, a lot of, well, pretty much Goodwill, pretty much, no, the regular stuff. Value Village, Renaissance, which are the two main ones for my neck of the woods up here in the South Shore of Montreal, Canada. So we're going to be checking out what I found. A lot of cool stuff. Just going to go through them. We got some large scale, some, larger scale. We got some 3" /164. Bunch of brands. Lots of older stuff. And let's dive right in. So we'll start off with got a bunch of Hot Wheels that I found. First one we're going to be checking out. We are going to be checking out the concept truck. It is the Dodge Power Wagon. So concept truck from the early 2000s, maybe the late 90s. Actually, I'm not exactly sure. There's no copyright date on here, I do believe. And you can see it's pre-FCA, so this could be late 90s, early 2000s. As you can see, there's a copyright DCC, so Dodge Chrysler Corporation, as opposed to the FCA, and as opposed to the Daimler-Chrysler that followed subsequently. So you got the black off-road wheels, the 5 spokes, groovy paint job. Got some inserts for the front lights from the orange glass piece. You can see the orange insert, I'm assuming from either the base, probably the base, which is orange, and the interior is red, as shown by this bed cover with the Hot Wheels logo embossed onto it. No deets in the rear. Axles are a little bit tired on this one, but overall, it's in pretty good condition. So definitely not somebody's favorite if we're talking about the previous owner. But at the same time, it's a licensed product, so pretty happy about that. Did not have that in the collection. Next up, we have... What are we going to check out next? Oh, yeah. I found myself a shed that I didn't have. Definitely a beater. Definitely has seen better days. Has been played with a lot and has probably spent some time outside. So, good old Ken Mary Skyline in the Mach 73 Tokyo Auto Salon livery that Hot Wheels did. I believe this is maybe the second or third release. I do have the first release in white, but so yeah, as you can see, very rusty axles, and that obviously transferred over to those wheels. Most of the paintwork is most of the tampo work is missing. Paint's mostly there, but it's definitely either a junkyard piece or a basis for a custom. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this one, but love this casting, and the Ken Mary GTR is arguably my favorite GTR model, so very rare, the rarest actually GTR model that was produced, so maybe besides the very first the Hako 4-door that preceded the Hakosuka that we all know. 2-door started in 69, I believe, 68, 69. So color matched base, 2011 copyright. There you go. So yeah, little project car there. I also picked up, let's see. Oh, I did pick up this one that's kind of weird. I think this might be an error. I picked up this Camaro convertible, the 5th gen, but it's kind of weird because I think the base is not put in correctly. There you go, Camaro convertible concept, so pre-production. A little bit of black on the front, lights on the back, Go Faster orange stripes on that pearl white paint. Very nice paint job. But yeah, as you can see here, there's kind of like a truck stance on here because the base itself is supposed to be pushed in, this black portion on the side, and whatever reason it's popping out. Windscreen is obviously not as tall as it's supposed to be because of that fact. Here's your interior in black. Steering wheel is not exactly just a frisbee, but close to it. This is a fully tampoed car. You've got the little deets on the side here with the Camaro script on the side. Yeah, so full passes all over. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's an error. It's like too bad, but then again, it's kind of cool. With the big OH5s in the back, smaller ones in the front. So, yeah. So, an error. Next we have this cool Willys drag car. So pretty cool. It's written Smash Mouth on the side. I'm not sure if that's like the rock alternative group, music group, or a band, should I say, not group, band, sorry. That's a Frenchism right there. Number 33 on the door. Open headers coming out the side. Big blower. And this one does have the retractable wheelie bar. But obviously, I think I may be the first to actually unclip that. Obviously, the plastic, as you can see here, by it whitening upon opening, it's very brittle. So we're going to clip that back in, keep it closed. Don't want that to break off because most of the ones you'll find do not have that anymore. Unless they're carded, obviously. And there is one small chip that I saw. And I'm trying to find again. Yeah, a couple small chips on the back here. But overall, pretty darn good condition. Nice gold color there. Nice metallic paint. Yeah, really straight up drag setup. 5 spokes open. There is a chip on that front, on those front corners too. But you know, overall, pretty good condition. Oh my gosh, another one on the front. Yeah, but overall, for a grab bag thrift store find, I'm not gonna complain at all. You have a couple of these, the old and the new castings. The newer casting, the revised casting, does actually make haste of that retractable wheelie bar for a fixed example that's part of the base. So it's pretty cool. This is the second version of this next casting that I managed to pick up. First one was in horrible condition. This one is actually in pretty excellent condition. Very custom, but it is a licensed car. This is the last gen Mercury Cougar. Clear hood. You can see that is that a, I think that's the Z-Tech 4 as opposed to the Duratec V6. It's kind of weird, but yeah, why not? I mean, if it's got a turbo kit or whatever, maybe a supercharger, could be cool. Get some inserted parts for the lower valance for the extra tuner effect. Obviously very, you know, you got the chassis mounted wing, single exhaust on the side, which normally would be the 4-cylinder model, so maybe they decided to go 4 turbo instead of building it on a V6. But yeah, very custom with the NOS bottle in the back. And here's your base. Custom Cougar, 2001 copyright. The other one that I found was definitely not in as good of a condition. This one doesn't even have a single paint chip on it, so kind of cool to have. Nice wide body on there. I like it. Definitely like it. Very cool. Very cool. So it would be Mercury Cougar. Here, I believe it would be Ford Cougar in Europe. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure if they actually did do a nomenclature change in Europe for this specific model. But I'm pretty sure because I don't think Mercury's were ever sold over there. Yep. Next, we have the Fangula Fantasy Cast, but you know, could be something somebody would build. It's in matte ox blood red with a lot of gold trim on there. I like the wheel setup with the PR5s in the back and the skinnies on the front. It's got a single dual headlamp. I don't know if that makes sense, but you see what I mean. Very Barris era, you know, Ed Roth and era looking car. Clear roof, gold interior with a single seat, single bucket, as you can probably see. And it's got a metal base. So here's your base. I pick up these kind of hot rod fantasy castings once in a while because honestly, I mean, somebody could make or could have made this in the past, you know. It's got that style, that 60s hot rodder style that I really like. 50s, 60s, very cool. Next, I'd say JDM, but it's not specifically JDM, but it's still a JDM brand. We have the infamous 3rd Gen Eclipse convertible from Hot Wheels. It's not perfect. Wheels have lost most of their red ring and a couple chips here and there. Side of the mirrors, which, hey, has mirrors. Kind of that weird way to cast convertibles with no top on the windscreen, but at the same time it makes it more resistant to actual getting stepped on and stuff like that. So a couple chips on the front bumper, as you can see, and this is basically inspired by the Too Fast Too Furious Eclipse, the Roman Eclipse, basically. You have the NOS bottle in the back, amps instead of rear seats, and I like the way that they did a cutout of the interior to kind of like mimic where the doors would open. That's kind of cool. Yeah, livery's not all that wild, which is good. You know, it's just center exit trapezoid exhaust, trapezoid shaped. Here's your base, gray base, plastic base, made in Thailand. Mitsubishi Eclipse, 2004 copyright. It's pretty cool. I like it. Very tuner era, very reminiscent of, you know, pretty much the era where, you know, got my license a couple years before this model came out, and definitely did not like it because we just got out of the 2G, and 2G was a, you know, legend, obviously, much loved. We do have the old version of the Viper casting, which is very much of a lower realism than the new one that was revamped last year. And yeah, this one is definitely nice. Is it last year or this year? Depends when you're watching the video, I assume. But yeah. Yeah, so most of the chrome's gone from those lace wheels. But a nice metallic orange color. Well, almost red. Slightly orangey, you know. Got the big Dodge livery on there. And I don't think I have any of these, honestly. I don't have the old casting from Hot Wheels anymore. I know I did have a carded one that I actually sold as part of a lot to clear up some space. But yeah, and this one is a China base, 92 copyright. Interesting. Black interior. And yeah, it's got a few chips, but you know what? I didn't have the old Viper casting, as I mentioned, so why would I not add it, you know? Oh, well, yeah, actually, I have another Dodge concept truck from Hot Wheels. The infamous M80. Again, most of the chrome's gone from those 10 spokes. Has kind of the same features, except for the lens lights. It does have an insert from those plastic fenders that are part of the interior. Black base, as you can see. Here's your base. Another concept truck. Again, DCC, Dodge Chrysler Corporation, licensed product. And I do like the color combo of the metallic brown with the gold plastic going around. Kind of cool. I'm going to put this one with its bigger relative right here. What else did we find here? I did find this good old 55 Chevy Nomad. Crash dummies. So I don't know if this was a series or something like that, but yeah, this is one of the older casts with the smaller sunroof as opposed to the big one that takes up way more room on the roof. And it's an older one because it also has a plastic base, so it's based on the OG one. So very cool. It's the first time I pick up this version of the cast. I didn't have a metal based version of it. Yeah, 5 spokes, matte blue paint, pretty nice. So that'll be cool. So I have all 3 casts, I guess, the 3 versions of this cast, this OG one plus the 2 retoolings. So that's pretty cool. I'm happy about that. Can't say no to metal-based Hot Wheels, right? That's always going to be a win. Next, something a little bit more pedestrian. And this is a casting I don't think I had a version of, but I guess now I do. The Ford Fusion police car. The Hot Wheels Police Department. To protect and serve. Of course, it's going to be number 68. Of course. So, yeah. It's a Ford Fusion. First gen pre-facelift Ford Fusion. Nothing special. Definitely not as nice as the Mondeo you guys in Europe got, that's for sure. This was a pretty boring car, actually. You know, 2.5 liter 4-cylinder or the Duratec V6. 4-cylinder was available with a stick, though. So, one of my brother's friends has one of these as a daily. An old man beige with the V6. Pretty reliable. Not a problem car, honestly. It's just pretty average and boring. Just your regular sedan. I like the gray 5 spokes on there. Again, the axles have been through many trials and tribulations, seemingly, but yeah, overall, not a bad cast. Oh, dual exhaust, so this would be the V6. There you go. So you can identify what's under the hood with some details on there. All right, let's see. Try and finish off the Hot Wheels before we get into the other stuff. Did find I do like tuned cars. I don't collect a whole bunch of them, but this one I never bought new, although they had a couple color releases in the last, I don't know, 6-7 years. But for this to be included in a grab bag, I was pretty happy because it's my favorite Lamborghini of all time. Good old Countach. This would be the round belly car, but with the wheel arch extensions and the front lip, so probably 78 to 82, something like that. Got the huge wing in plastic, orange. No more chrome on those PR5 wheels. Lamborghini logo is pretty much gone. We do still have that touch of black in the little vents there, so pretty nice. I like it. It's gonna look nice on display. Here's your rear. We have badging. We do not have badging. But yeah, quad exhaust, obviously exaggerated, as is the wing, but that's a tuned car. Proportions are going to be deformed. Lamborghini Countach 04 copyright, Malaysia base. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I don't like a whole lot of orange cars, but orange looks right on the Lambo. Tell me I'm wrong. All right, let's see. You did manage to pick up also a couple really nice older Hot Wheels from the Black Wall era. First and foremost, one that I'm really happy to get my hands on because I love these cars. So I'm just trying to slightly straighten out the axle. Well, either way, it's not that bad. Not that bad at all. So we've got the good old classic Mercedes SSK. I believe, or is it the SK500? It's not written underneath. They never were at this era. 82 base, metal base, of course, with the white walls. Not missing the roof, which is awesome because this is technically removable, but I won't even go there if it's on there and it has stayed on there for a few decades. I ain't gonna play with that. So yeah, this wheel's a little bit crooked, but that's pretty much, you know, besides obviously chipping on these turn signals, it's pretty much the only thing that I can find wrong with it. It's really clean. I love finding these. These had optionally a supercharged engine, and there was actually a clutch to engage or disengage the supercharger from inside the car, which is really cool. I find kind of a cool touch. And yeah, love my roaring 30s cars. So, and other oldie but goodie, and this one is in near mint condition. Good old Hot Bird. Trans Am, fire chicken on the hood. Look at this with the gold hot ones, with fat tires in the back, tan interior. This thing is in super good condition. Super good. Look at that. I would be hard pressed to find a single flaw with it. Not a single chip on the edges anywhere. T-tops. No chips on the corner. Insert for the front lights and front grille from the base, which is obviously metal. Not tarnished. 1977 copyright, but I'm pretty sure this is slightly later of a production. But look how nice this is. This is one of the nicest old school Hot Wheels I've found in a while, if we're talking about loose cars at least. So very happy about that. Let's see. I'm going to finish off the Hot Wheels with the last two cars I found. Firstly, we have the Ferrari 612 Scaglietti. Again, mint condition. Well, a slight chip on here. But, yeah, overall, mint. Mint. Not a scratch. Got the badging on the side. Got the front lights. Nothing in the rear, but it's red, so that doesn't matter. Definitely not the best looking Ferrari, I'll be honest with you. I don't really like the proportions of this one. I mean, it's not ugly, but it's definitely not beautiful. So, yeah, tell me what you think about this, the 612 Scag. Do you like it? Do you find it's nice? Personally, not a huge fan, but... Oh, another chip right next to the Ferrari logo right there. Just noticed. But, hey, not a big deal. Again, thrift store fine. We will not complain about that. And last Hot Wheels that I found. And yet another Ferrari. It'll need a little bit of cleaning up because it's not super clean, but it's in the paint's in great condition. Bear with me here. There's a little tiny bit of stainage here that I'm going to remove, but yeah, still going to need a good clean. Yellow version of the 599 GTB Fiorano. Very cool. Very cool. I have it in black. Black one I did pick up new when it was on the pegs. This one, well, there you go. Got another one. which is great. Got a bunch of Ferraris in the back here. If you look in the display here on top, those are pretty much all Ferraris stacked up. Same thing around here, where you see the top of that AE86 below the Buick. See a couple of old school Blackwall 308s popping out under there, so they will be very well accompanied on their display journey. All right, so now that does it for Hot Wheels. I guess we could jump into Matchbox, since, you know, we could keep it in the Mattel realm. Definitely not as many Matchbox, which is kind of normal. First one we're going to check out is something much more old school. It is Fantasy Cast, but, you know, it was included in a bag, so why not? So this is the Matchbox Siva Spider. Definitely 70s, you know, late 60s, early 70s looking concept car. The wedge shape. Right-hand drive. Definitely cool. Missing some paint. We got the super fast wheels with the suspension. Still working. Seemingly somebody had the same first letter of the first name as me, because that's a S. Here's your base. Lesney, sorry. 72. Copyright. Bit tarnished, but overall, it's complete. And these roll extremely well. They're pretty much indestructible, so I definitely like that a lot. Another super fast for the collection. Picked up a couple of like the not so good years of Matchbox, but some representatives of that era that are actually not bad. The infamous Tyco era. So we're gonna check those out in just a second. Trying to make sure that I get all of them here. Okay. So there we go. First one that we're gonna check out. Yet another Mopar concept car. But this would be the concept of the Jeep Compass. So there we go. 2-door instead of the 4-door that was put into production. Kind of like a textured roof. Kind of weird. Spare on the back didn't make it to the production model either. Got the Matchbox off-road wheels that don't look horrible, but don't look great. They're pretty much all chrome is gone. And here's your base. Definitely the Tyco era Matchbox logo. You can see they were still scaling these cars. This one's a 1/59th scale. And again, DCC Daimler-Chrysler Corp. 2003 copyright Jeep Compass. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. You know, I guess I'm going to be doing a lot of other representatives from that same era. We have this little Beetle, first gen Beetle, with the very inappropriate wheels. They're not bad wheels, honestly. I don't mind them at all. Yeah, so taxi cab, so say Mexico probably, but the fares are in dollars, so yeah, should be in pesos normally, but cool little cast. Cool little cast. Since Hot Wheels was doing the Beetle streetcar, well, Matchbox had to change it up and added the taxi, and didn't make a crazy stance with the staggered wheels. Just went for a stock look. There you go. Thailand base. O2 copyright, and this is a 1/58th scale. Looks bigger than 1/58th, to be honest. But yeah, cool cast. Cool cast, but this one's much cooler, and I'm really happy to add this one to the collection. Same era, same wheels, Dodge Viper GTS. So technically a Gen 2 car, which I still consider Gen 1, but hey, Gen 2. Rear exit exhaust, Gen 2. Too bad the rivet in the back kind of like robs us from having an actual exhaust we can notice. But you will notice this is a very clean one. Rear tampos, front tampos, no BS, and my favorite part, no stripe. Just a clean Viper coupe with a gray interior, as they were at the time. And here's your base. This is an older one, 96 copyright. Do we have the scaling on here? 1/59th scale on the back here. Dodge Chrysler Corp. So pre-Daimler-Chrysler once more. Definitely a lot of these are from the same collection, I assume. So, a little bit more of a modern casting once Mattel took over again. I think not in the best of conditions, but I do have another one in an alternate colorway of this car. It's the Mercedes-Benz CLS 500. The 6 spokes. Definitely seen better days, especially for the glass. It's kind of tarnished, but it's a nice casting. You know, when Matchbox got back in its stride and just started making really good-looking, relatable street cars. Definitely nice. And this one is definitely an older version of the cask, as the one that I have does not have the same base. This is a 1/65th scale. 05 copyright, Thailand. And you can see that after the Tyco era, Matchbox went back to the logo that is close to what it still is today. So I do have this one in red with the lace wheels. I find that looks better, but the lace wheels look better at least. Last Matchbox we're going to be checking out. It's not perfect, but I'm definitely happy to add it to the collection. We have a Holden Ute with the this one does not have suspension. It is part of the Superfast collection, 1977 Lesney products. Seemingly CB was the previous owner of this nice little Holden pickup, which I'm still going to call a Ute because that's what it is. Made in England, 77 copyright Lesney products. So yeah, one of the OGs. So it's missing one of the 2 bikes, as you can probably see. Yeah, and tow hook was flipped up for whatever reason. There you go. But yeah, it's got a few chips and all, but the tampo on the hood is still there. I think that's actually a sticker, which is pretty amazing. Is right-hand drive, as it is Australian. And yeah, I'll never say no to a Holden, because we don't get a whole lot of Holdens out here in Canada. So wish Oz wheels were actually available over here, because I'd be buying all of those, all of them. I love Australian muscle cars so much, but you can't have it all. All right, next, let's see. I did pick up a single Welly. This would be a Lamborghini Murcielago with the infamous Welly 6-spoke chrome wheels. Nicely detailed car. Feels slightly more upscale than a Matchbox or Hot Wheels mainline, especially the modern ones. Not as hefty because it does have a plastic base, but still a nice car in that pearlescent yellow. Giallo pearl, I don't know. Kind of cool. I like it. Got the mirrors, which are chipped. Got a few chips here and there, but overall pretty decent condition for a grab bag find, and good looking car. Good looking car. Already has its dedicated place on one of my multiple display areas. So next we could check out a little bit of Motormax. Motormax. Do you like Motormax castings? First one, not in the best conditions, and definitely not the best cast either, but got a Land Rover Discovery, Series 3 or 4, I'm not sure exactly, I don't remember anymore, but there you go, used under license, has a model year 04, you can see the Motormax on the back here, there you go. Very bright orange with groovy blue graphics. Land Rover script is there, but the lights are not. I would have definitely given up the blue groovy graphics to get some lights. So yeah, you got the spare tire on the back with the paint in the middle. Chrome is mostly gone on those dual 5-spoke wheels, which are typical Motormax dual sunroof. Roof rails that are no longer painted. Corners have been bumped a couple times seemingly, and but yeah, it still rolls pretty well. Still works despite its condition, so I'm not going to complain about that. And another Motormax, and I think the last Motormax. Yep, the last Motormax. Alternate color variation of the NSXR. And it is badged as an Acura, as you can see, and it is left-hand drive. Look at that, steering wheel with actual spokes. Motormax was doing something right, I can tell you that. So it's got a pretty complete livery. But yeah, as you can see, there are some crucial details missing, which is kind of normal. And you've got some driver names on here. Both Japanese. Kind of weird for an American spec, or North American spec at least. Left-hand drive car, but hey, definitely not NSXR, because Acura never got the NSXR. Only Honda produced the NSXR, and it is definitely an Acura logo, as you can see. Pretty cool. Here's your base. Pretty nondescript. See, Honda Acura NSX. Not branded as Motormax, but we know very well it's the Motormax because the wheels are exactly the same as the Land Rover we just checked out. And yeah, it's these are really good quality for very basic die cast, so I like them. Did pick up an old timer as well. I don't remember what the brand was. I know that the Quirky Garage 1999 actually had told the name of the brand that makes these, but I have probably over half a dozen of them at this point. But these old timer cars, not sure exactly what make and model it is because it's on it. Oh, well, there you go, high speed. Yeah, so it's number 212. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I mean, there were probably 50 different car manufacturers back then, if not more, and 99% of them don't exist today anymore. So, not sure what the make and model is, but it's complete. It's cool. It's old brass era cars, so kind of like that. Did manage to pick up also a Corgi here. This would be, I believe, a movie car. I believe. It's a Ford Torino. I think this is from Starsky and Hutch because it does have the hole for the strobe, and the strobe is not lost. It's literally inside the car. So yeah, I'd have to take that apart, which I'm not going to do, to reinstall it in place. But yeah, overall a decent condition. Obviously, we had some stickers on here that are now pretty much all gone. You know, nice proportions, typical Corgi Jr. wheels. It actually rolls still, which is definitely not the case for most Corgi Juniors that have, you know, kind of like not been destroyed at this point in time. Here's your base. Ford Gran Torino Corgi Juniors. There you go. Pretty straightforward stuff. Kind of like a cool movie car, right? Actually, I'll put it this side so we don't see the hole in the roof as much. There you go. Also found my best condition so far of this specific casting. This is the third one I retain in the collection, and the third one just because basically as time goes by, find better examples and, you know, just try and keep the better ones. So the Ertl Turbo Trans Am or Turbo Firebird, black tan interior. Tampo works mostly gone from the roof, but it's kind of like a homage to the Smokey and the Bandit car. I mean, it's not perfect. It has a couple flea bites here, and more especially, there is definitely missing paint on the side here, on the wing, but overall, it's definitely the best condition one I have. Wheels are perfect. Base is immaculately shiny. I like that. Very shiny. So, yep, that'll mean one of these that I have already in the collection. Probably the first one that I found is going to be going bye-bye, because that one was kind of like crudely repainted. So, we'll see if there's any differences. That one has a plastic base. I don't know if I have one with a metal base or something like that, but we'll see. I did find also a couple Maistos. Two, actually. And both have the best Maisto mainline wheels, in my opinion, that have ever been produced. First and foremost, H1 wagon. Actually, I think it's H1 soft top, but I don't know, kind of weird. The soft top normally leads to a pickup bed. This one seemingly has the wagon kind of squared rear. Yeah, so no interior. It's a Maisto. You know, it's not something that's uber special, but you know, has a rally livery. So I found that that was kind of cool. One that's much cooler, at least in my opinion, is this 99 Chevy Silverado, the cat eye. Because it does have an interior. This is before Maisto went to black windows. Has no details except for the badging, which is typical. But I find that's kind of cool. And it's in perfect condition. It's pretty heavy, honestly. And again, those wheels just look really good. Yeah, so King Cab. Or whatever GM's lingo is for that. King Cab, Extra Cab, Dual Cab, whatever. Crew Cab. Not a Crew Cab, because that would be 4-door. Yeah, so Maisto 90 Chevrolet Silverado. Very cool truck. I like it. And it does have like kind of like a little bit of suspension there. So that's pretty cool. All right. I have a kind of like no-name kind of Tomica type of knockoff thing that I picked up as well. It's this airport truck. Little Japanese airport truck. Looks like an Isuzu. Could be an Isuzu. Northwest Airlines. It's in good condition. Very good condition. Just written made in China, as you can see. So obviously unlicensed, but it could be a Hino as well. Either a Hino or an Isuzu, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it looks good. I like it. Cool little support vehicle. Not the first airport vehicle I pick up, but I always like the Asian style ones because they're kind of cool. We're next going to be, let's see, looking at some majorettes. Found a bunch of majorettes. Well, a few. Let's say a few. First one that I found, unfortunately, is missing a crucial part, but it's still really cool, so I decided to keep it. Majorette go-kart in, oh, it's just written kart there, but 1/25th scale. Unfortunately, missing the steering wheel. Maybe I'll try and find the steering wheel that actually fits in here from something else, but whatever. Yeah, so yeah, that making good use of those fat wheels, the sport wheels that people always laugh of when they're put on the more in the 150s scale cars there. Well, at least they fit perfectly on here, so I guess that's what they were meant for. Well, that's kind of cool. Did manage to pick up a better condition of a version of this car, so I'm going to be getting rid of the not so great condition one. This non-Ferrari F50 post license loss, I guess. And I have the exact same thing, but it's just more battered. This one's not perfect, but it's definitely in better shape. Same sport wheels. Here's your base Gran Turismo. 1/60th scale majorette. Insert for the rear lights. Roof off, red interior, black with the ghost car graphics on there. So kind of cool. But yeah, I've not the first time finding that one. Did manage, oh, another repeat. I picked up this little Toyota Yaris, Vitz, Echo, however you want to call them. I do have this one that I have had from new since I was a kid, and did a couple. I did black out the grill on the one that I have and things like that. So, you know, I already have it, but I really like this one. Has an opening hood. Doesn't stay open, but has an opening hood to show the crazy, probably a 1.3 engine in there. We only got the 1.5 in North America, but I know you guys in Europe got smaller engines, so I'm assuming this would be a smaller one. Oh, and here's your base. There you go. 1/59th scale Toyota Yaris. All right. Have a older. Oh, actually, before we look at that older school majorette, just check out this one quick because this one's kind of damaged, so a little bit damaged. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but it'd be a 1956 Chevy pickup truck with the wheels that definitely do not match the car. It's kind of like an old body dropped on a newer chassis or something like that. I mean, I know people do that. Yeah, it's got busted bumpers on the front, as you can see. This is hanging on for dear life. This is gone. In the rear, this is gone. This is actually still correctly attached, but super thin. Here's your little base. 1/60th scale. Anyway, 60th? Yeah, 60th. Yeah, so a little bit of a newer majorette, basically. But, yeah, I hadn't seen this casting before, so, hey, why not? Let's keep it. The second to last majorette, should I say, actually. I did manage to pick up this very complete and very good condition Jeep CJ7 with the tall base, with the roof still there. You can see basically the wheel design that would have normally been on the lower base one. This one has the taller wheels with the off-road tires. Here is that base. Jeep CJ. Do we have a scale on here? Oh yeah, it's in the bumper here. 1/54th scale. Right here. That's kind of cool, right? You got the mud splatter on the side. There you go. Extractor. Cool. A little bit dirty, but overall really good condition. So, I mean, this thing is probably 30 years old, so I mean, you can't really complain about condition for that age of a vehicle. Yeah, so then we have the last majorette. Definitely far from being mint, but, you know, still had to retain it. We've got the S-Class Coca-Cola sponsored limo. This one does have a full metal base. Very tarnished, but still full metal base. Limousine Mercedes. 158th or 158th scale. There you go. You know, it's seen better days, but it's got 4 opening doors. And it's got the sliding sunroof, which I always found absolutely awesome as a kid. It's got a separate dashboard color that's part of the bumpers. They're gray. And the rest of the interior is light tan. Yeah, pretty cool. I have a knockoff version of this with no openings and whatnot, but glad to have an original. Just waiting to find a good condition one to replace it with at this point, I guess. So just move these over a little bit. There we go. All right. We'll put the limo on the side here, because now we're going to be getting into slightly larger scale stuff. This one is very slightly larger, but I found this was really cool. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is from Revell, but I may be wrong, as it's not written under the chassis what exactly the brand is. But look at this really cool Dodge Ram in the blue with white stripes. the very, very 90s, early 2000s chrome wheels, or rims, should I say, with the skinny tires. It's got the ground effects. It's got the details all over, including behind the mirrors. It's got the light covers in the back to make it look like it's dual lights, but it's not. It's been rammed tough on that California license plate. It's got the dual exhaust. Base is really good. It's got rubber tires, plastic base, and yeah, literally Dodge Ram DCC, Dodge Chrysler Corporation. It's written, oh my gosh, I don't know what it's written exactly. I mean, maybe you guys can make this out. Either way, very cool truck. Very, very cool truck. Don't have anything like this in the collection, so definitely happy to add that. Did pick this guy up. I don't really collect these a whole lot, but since it was in good condition, no missing parts and whatnot, and it's a car I actually like, I decided to retain it. The Maisto Muscle Machines, yep. Pontiac GTO. The big supercharger on top, the big belt. Obviously very tuned, but you know, it's complete. And it's my favorite GTO body style pretty much. So some details on the base, separate pieces for the open the open header exhaust there. Kinda nice. 2000 copyright fun line. Treaded rubber tires. Oh, it's a cool little piece, you know. I like it. Now going into definitely larger scale. Did manage to find this Burago 1/43rd scale third gen Dodge Viper Roadster. Definitely dirty. It definitely needs a clean. It's got a few chips here and there, but I like these Buragos. They're cool, bang for the buck. I mean, there you go. Pretty cool. Nothing special. It's got the yellow stripes. It's got the tri-spoke wheels, which is kind of weird. Would be more of a Gen 1 kind of thing versus Gen 2, but they look like oversized old school majorette wheels, I find. But yeah, it's got the lens rears, lens fronts, nice detailed interior. Well, or the molding is detailed at least. And Viper license plate in the back. Side pipes. Insert for from the base for the front grille. And this actually is a real hole, so that's pretty cool. Hair intake. Kind of cool, right? Okay, put that there. Another larger scale one that I managed to pick up. And hey, another limo, you know. Did pick up this Ken Smart pullback Lincoln Town Car stretch limo. Pretty long thing, huh? I like it. It's pretty cool. It's got the open roof. You can kind of see inside. It's got the opening front and rear doors that actually have door frames that I like. Separate steering, gray interior. I don't know what the heck that is on the rear seat, but it's got something on the rear seat. I'm assuming that's to hide the pullback motor. So they had to put something there. Because, yeah, it is a pullback. It's got rubber tires. Here's your base. And this is a 1/38th scale, as you can see. So, pretty cool. Stretch limo. Yeah, and I don't have too many Lincolns, so I'm happy to have one of those. Another one of those to add to the collection. Definitely a very cool find. I'm very happy to find. This is actually another majorette, so I lied about saying that was the last majorette because I did find another one, but it's in a whole different realm. We do have this big Petro-Canada Scania tractor trailer. So we'll start with the just checking out the trailer quick. Does have mostly metal on here except for the top part that's plastic, but the base is very heavy. Made in France, 1/60th scale majorette. As you can see, it's got the retractable little support wheels for when the truck's not there, which is kind of cool. And the truck itself, again, it's a Scania. It's not written underneath, but it's definitely written on the front. And you have the 140 Super on the side. This is kind of sagging a little bit. I don't want to force it too much because, yeah, very brittle plastic. Again, made in France right here. Very cool. Opening hood. And pretty good condition overall. Got the yellowed glass with the red interior. Got the mirrors on here that are plastic, so extremely fragile. Won't play with it too much as mentioned there, but yeah, overall, yeah, and this wheel is a little bit, yeah, kind of busted. Yeah, but, you know, overall, in pretty decent shape for, again, this is probably from the 80s, so, you know, it's not new, let's just say that. So, very Petro-Canada right there. Last piece we're going to be checking out before I let you go. Try and stay within 1 hour, but hey, that's what happens when you make videos every other week instead of every week, right? So picked up this nice C4 Corvette in 1/24th scale. This is a, what is it again? Motor Max. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's move this Petro-Canada truck closer here, and that'll give room for the Corvette to chill out on the table. There we go. So it's got opening hood with the Crossfire injection LT1. It's got the opening doors, nice interior obviously with the stickers on there because, well, it's 1/24th, so you can actually get more details in there easily. Here's your rear, quad exhaust with the turn downs, inserted lights, the salad tosser wheels. Just a overall nice car, and I mean, this is my favorite Corvette generation for, you know, overall, just because of the fact that it's the one I grew up with, even if it's not the most beautiful, not the best, not the fastest. So, yeah, pretty much concludes the finds for the last couple weeks. Hopefully you enjoyed reviewing those with me. If you did, hit that like. Subscribe to be advised of when I upload next. Of course, comment your feedback. And on that, I'll wish you happy hunting. Stay safe out there. Hope you find what you're looking for. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.